Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Just waiting to make sure that the microphone is working today, and I will join you all here in just a second. Whoop, it's so loud. So yes, it is working. Awesome. Okay, let me get caught up with you here. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, August the 22nd, and I am so happy that a fresh set of batteries is all it took to fix the microphone. Hello, Trish. It is good to see you. I really do miss seeing you on Sundays. I hope you know that. And Suzanne is here. We've got a couple of people coming in, but this is Sunday, August the 22nd. This is chat number 237, and it is titled Better Body Confidence. We will get right into that here in just a few minutes. And hello, Myrna. Would love for you to say hi and hello. Hello, Deborah. Let me know how the microphone sounds tonight. Hopefully everyone is going to say fantastic. Hello, Sherry. Beryl is here. If anyone has ever, and hello, Sylvia. If you have never tried to get, and hello, Mindy. I hope you're feeling better. If you've never tried to squirrel a microphone cord up through a sports bra, you should try it sometime. It was interesting. And hello, Sandra from Demon's Ferry. Hello, Mary Ann. Yes, hello, Trish. Hello, Carol Lou. Wait, and somebody just said that it was coming through loud and clear. Who was that? I just missed it. Oh, Deborah says I can hear you very well. Vicky says I can hear you from St. Louis. Hello, Vicky. It's so good to see you. Great. Awesome. I'm so glad that it is coming through. Hello, Vicky. So all it took was 4 AAA batteries. Who knew? Yeah, who knew? And hello, John from Home Base. So Home Base has turned into the laundromat today. So I'll explain that here in a second. Hello, Lisa from Arkansas. Hello, Sherry from Florida. Oh, Sherry is in Florida. Awesome. Thank you, Myrna. So quickly, while everyone's still coming in, John has turned our loft into a laundromat because we went to go visit his mom this morning before church. And hello, Rosie. Rosie, I got your order. And we'll be talking about that here in just a second. We went to go visit his mom this morning before church. And hello, Linda. And she literally was still sitting at the breakfast table. Hello, Tag from Buffalo, New York. Because she couldn't get up. Because the only pants she could find to put on this morning were 2XL. Aloha, Kathy. 2XL. So, okay, she's not a 2XL. She's a large at best. Hello, Linda. And hello, Alicia. So she couldn't get up because these pants were so big they were going to fall off. They were going to absolutely fall off of her. So, and hello, Sandra from Naperville. Aloha, Kathy again. Sorry, I think I saw you on the other screen real quick. But anyway, so John has taken all of the clothes home that were in the laundry basket. Hello, Lynn. And I think half of them are not hers. Anyway, so he is at Home Base at the laundromat today, so he may not be talking very much. Not that he ever talks while we're here. And hello, Loretta. Hello, Kathy from Mississippi. So let me just say, the microphone is working great. I want to thank you very much, Deborah. And the microphone is working great. So I'm going to stop yelling because I feel like I'm yelling again after last week. But if you are brand new, please do say hi and hello because we love to welcome new people. So the girls, the ladies, and John who are here are very friendly, very welcoming, and we love to give advice. All of us do. So if you are new, please let us know. Just say hello. Just say hello. I'm new. And that totally sounded like my sister, just like my sister when I went hello. That's exactly how she says it. But anyway, let us know, and we will be sure and welcome you to those of you who have been here for a little while. Thank you all for letting me know and being so patient about their microphones. So girls that have been with us for a little while, this is the first round with the batteries. This is like battery trip number 1. Next week, y'all have to remind me to change the batteries, okay? You have to remind me to change the batteries so we don't have a repeat of last week. And Loretta, I am so sorry about the bad storms. It is raining. I know a lot of us were complaining about not having any rain. We're okay. We're okay. We don't need any more rain. But anyway, I'm going to start all over again. Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This is chat number 237. Hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. And it is entitled Better Body Confidence. We're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes. First, quick news. The tumblers. So many of y'all asked me about the tumblers last week. Some girls here and some ladies, they're ladies, here in Knoxville print and make these. Not going to pretend like I have a clue how they make these, but anyway, they have agreed to make as many of them as I need, but they are on KC Kitchen Center now. It's just kckitchencenter.com. It's the letter K, the letter C, kitchencenter.com. And if you search Hocus Pocus, and Jessica has added a search feature at the bottom. So if you go to KC Kitchen Center, the search feature is always there at the top of the page if you're on a computer, but we did not have a search function on the mobile version. It is there now, and it's just a little magnifying glass. So if you wanted one of the Hocus Pocus tumblers, and there are 3 different styles, this is the one that on the back, this is the only one with writing actually, and on the back it says it's Hocus Pocus time, which is So Alyssa and I have been Alyssa and I have been drinking out of this for, I don't know, a little over a week now, and she calls it her witch's brew. It was just water, okay? It was water, but I have convinced her to drink more ice water because she thinks it's witch's brew. And hello, Marlene from Florida. Speaking of that, I'll get a sip. Okay, so let's get to talking. If somehow you missed the news, August, the theme for August is build confidence. So tonight we are going to be talking about body confidence. Oh my gosh, Carol Lou's never seen that movie. We watch it. I'm sorry, I'm going to sidetrack for a second. Carol Lou, that's the only movie that if it comes on every single night on Freeform right before Halloween, we will watch it every single night. Hello, Elaine. It's good to see you. Okay, so everybody knows August is the theme for WW this month is build confidence. And so tonight we're going to be talking about body confidence, something we all struggle with. Me especially, so I'm right there with you. But in case you missed the news, if you are in and around Knoxville, there are Sunday afternoon workshops are back with Gwen. So if somehow you haven't noticed that, if you live in Knoxville and if you thought that the Sunday in-person workshops were canceled, they're back. Hello, Barbara. It's good to see you. So Sunday workshops with Gwen are back. Those are at the Cedar Bluff location, and Tuesday afternoon, the Tuesday afternoon and evening workshops have been combined into one. Those are in Powell. So if you've been hankering for some Gwen, you can go Tuesday nights or you can go on Sundays. And hello, Barbara, another Barbara. Hello, the other Barbara. Well, actually, another Barbara. We have to have 3 Barbaras, I'm pretty sure of. So hello, Barbara number 2. But there are lots of ways to visit now in Knoxville. And, oh, hold on. Jennifer, hold on just a second. Jennifer is saying hello from Pigeon Forge. Yeah, so she said we have a beautiful state. You have to come through here. So if you're coming through on Monday, please don't tell me that you are driving through Knoxville. You're going to drive past our shop on Monday because I will not be here. You have to figure out a way to come by here as you're going through, back and forth. Okay, and Mindy is exactly right. So that's what I was getting ready to say, is if you have been missing an in-person workshop, Mindy is exactly right. Please, please, please go support your favorite local workshop by attending. Okay, so right now we're going. So in Knoxville, they're going. Right now, you don't have to wear a mask, but you are more than welcome to if you want to. The places where they are being held, ours is at a church. The one that is on at Cedar Bluff, that is in the WW Center right now. You don't have to wear a mask, but if you want to, you are more than welcome to. And if you do want to wear a mask, the people checking you in are happy to put theirs back on. So Gwen wore hers all last Tuesday night until she was way far away from us and started to talk, just so that the people who wanted to wear masks would feel more comfortable. Hello, Cynthia. So, so feel free to wear your mask, and everyone's doing a pretty good job of social distancing. So yeah, please go. So please go support those local workshops. That's the only way to keep them going. So again, hello everybody. If you are brand new, please let us know because we would love to say hi and hello. If you are watching with us on the live chat, you're going to get a lot of good feedback. If you say hi that you are new on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, or over on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you go later in the week to see the transcripts for this, go ahead and say hello because I still love to say hello there too. Okay, again, this month's theme is build confidence. So I need to know who confidently sat their bottom in a chair last week. So give me a thumbs up if you attended an in-person workshop and sat your bottom in a chair. And I'm already going to guess what color Linda's chair was. It was green and ours was white. So thumbs ups. Yeah, I knew it, Linda. So thumbs ups if you attended an in-person workshop or if you attended a Zoom workshop. And remember, Gwen does still have a Zoom workshop on Thursday nights. So if you want to go to her, if you're craving some Gwen, you can go to hers on Thursday nights at, I believe they're at 6:30 on Connect through Zoom. But anyway, so give me a thumbs up for that. Yep, in person or sat your bottom in a chair or attended a Zoom workshop. Lots of those. And if you attended here with us live last week or watched it on demand, let's see some hearts. So I'm seeing lots of hearts and thumbs ups. Looks like thumbs ups. Looks like a lot of you all did both of those. That is awesome. Y'all are so good. So even while we're watching the crazy weather, it looks like a lot of you all did a great job. Awesome, awesome. Here are your Bravo stickers. Good job, everybody. And if you're brand new, the WW used to give out Bravo stickers. And I didn't know how much I loved them until they were gone, and now I really miss them. So you get virtual Bravo stickers. So bravo to everyone for sitting your bottom in a chair, going to a Zoom workshop, or attending with us here live last week. Let's see. And Cynthia says, please support your local WW meetings. Her Saturday meeting was canceled, and her Tuesday night might close if they don't get 15 people. Seriously. Okay, I know we're just gonna take a quick side trip here. I know a lot of people are irritated with, with WW and, trying to stay open and trying to collect some money. They're a business, okay? They love to help us and they love for us to be successful, but at the root of this, they are a business. So if they don't have enough attendance, those workshops are going to close. So please, please, please support your local workshops by attending those. Okay, so again, this month's theme is build confidence. So last week, what we talked about confidence in the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you some confidence in the kitchen here when we get to the second half. If you're brand new, the first half is talking about the WW workshop from the prior week, and the second half is usually fun. And today it's gonna be all about cooking. So we are cooking today. So last week we talked about confidence in the kitchen, and I asked you all to pick one of 3 types of people. So I asked if you were a Granny Green, if you cook 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, or if you're a vegan nana, like, bring it on, I'll try anything. Or if you were like Gladys Gertrude and you're like, if I turned the oven on, does that count? Was I cooking? So I asked y'all to pick one of those three cooking styles. I grew up with three very different examples of cooking. My dad's mom was Granny Green, so that was who I named that after, and she literally cooked 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. If she wasn't cooking the meal fresh right then, it's because she had already pre-made it and put it in her freezer and was just bringing it back out, to reheat it. She would do that sometimes with chili or salmon patties or things like that. But she cooked every single meal, and she raised a lot of her own vegetables and our own meat. So that was a hard realization the first time I figured that out. But anyway, then my mom's mom was Gladys Gertrude. Her name was Gladys Gertrude. She always kept a bowl of fruit. So she wanted you to eat healthy. She kept a giant bowl of fruit on the kitchen table at all times and encouraged you to go help yourself. But she literally would feed us, hello Deborah, but she would literally feed us like, bagel bites or, Hot Pockets. Actually, I think that's where I learned about Hot Pockets was at Grandmama's house, at Gladys Gertrude's house. And then my mom, on the other hand, vegan Nana, she would try anything, anywhere, anytime. So what I wanted you to do last week, hello Sandy, what I wanted you to do last week was to channel your inner vegan Nana and try something different. And I gave you some suggestions on how to do that. So the first one was go to the library. I want to know, did anybody, because nobody specifically mentioned the library in their homework this week, did anybody raise your hand, give me a thumbs up, did anybody go to the library for this homework? Hello Carol. Did anybody go to the library and look up a new recipe? Like physically go to the library. I'm not talking about going online. Did anybody go to the library, check out a book, look? Anybody? Oh, Barbara weighed in on Friday and she had lost 4.4 pounds. That is awesome, Barbara. Way to go. Good job. Good job. So what do you accredit that to, Barbara? What was different this week that you had lost 4.4 pounds? Okay, so I don't think anybody went to the library. But the second one was to test a tool. Several of you all did that. So several of you all went, several of y'all tested a new tool, broke something out of a box, got something out that you've never tried before. And then the last one was better together. So to ask a question. One of the things that we're going to make in the second half, I got from one of the girls at our in-person workshop. So so we're going to talk about that in the second half. But your homework for last week was #CookingConfidence. And I wanted you to either go to the library and find a new recipe, check out a book, I wanted you, or test a tool, try out something that you haven't used in a while, or to check with a friend and see how did they do it, or, make something that they've been making, or check somebody's, website or YouTube just to find out how to make it. So that was your homework last week. Let's see how you did. Oh, hold on a second. Barbara said she went back to basics and she was drinking more water and walking more. That's awesome advice for anybody that's trying to, kind of kick it back in gear. So last week was cooking confidence. And so I picked 3 of you. There were several of you that had really, really good ones, but I picked, and and I'm just going to throw in, I did not pick Jean's, but her, oh my gosh, let's see, what was it? She pickled something. So Jean, if you're here, you're going to have to explain what you did. Yeah, because it looked awesome. Okay. So Mindy is not quite back to her normal self yet. She had a medical procedure. She can tell you if she wants to what it was. But she had a medical procedure, and actually, minor surgery. But anyway, so she stayed home today. She didn't quite feel, great today. So she stayed home today, but she played with her new WW Dash. And Mindy, you can order that on, you can order the Dash from the WW app. Is that correct? I think it is. And you might be able to use some of your wins. Mindy, you're gonna have to tell us whether or not we can do that, but I'm pretty sure that you can. But she used her new WW Dash and she made egg bites for breakfast, and she said it was super easy to use. So that is good news for everybody has been wanting to try that one out. And then Lynn has an adorable Pampered Chef egg cooker. And I mean, it's so super cute. And so she broke it out this week so that she could see how it worked. And she said her egg, I guess it was like an egg muffin. She said it turned out fine, but sad news, Lynn said it does not clean up easy. So she wasn't thrilled with it because she said it did not clean up easy. But you know what though? She knows now. And thank you very much, Lynn, for sharing, because now we all know too. So just keep that in mind before you get the Pampered Chef egg cooker that Lynn says that it's not, she said it worked fine, but it was not easy cleanup. And then Mary Ann was searching over on YouTube for a low point dessert to make in her air fryer, and she found one for banana boats. Okay, so here's the only problem with this. She said she found a recipe for banana boats, but do you think she shared it with me? I have no idea what these things are. So, okay, Mary Ann, you're going to get credit for your homework, but you've got to let us know. You have to share a picture of banana boats and let us know if you actually made them. But bravo to everybody who did their homework last week. Good job, everybody. You get more virtual Bravo stickers, and I hope I got everybody. I went through and gave you your badges from Casey. If I missed you, just give me a shout, and I'll go ahead and make that up for you. But she's very pregnant and still turning out super cute Bravo badges. So I hope everybody got theirs this week. Okay. This week's topic. This one always hits a little too close to home, and I want to say, okay, WW, I love your help and everything, but you need to get out of my business, okay? You need to get out of the middle of my business. Just kidding. So body confidence, that's something that I think most of us, probably not, maybe not all of us, but I think most of us struggle with some kind of body image, thinking, oh my gosh, if I just lost all my weight, I would be X, Y, or Z. If I just lost all my weight, I would be 5'10", blonde, and thin. Okay, so when I'm at goal weight, I'm not 5'10". I could be blonde, but I'm not ever going to be 5'10". But I don't know. We just all have. I think all of us, most of us, have certain parts of our body that we just don't have a great body image of. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to think of your favorite person on this planet. Or they don't have to still be on the planet, but I want you to think of your favorite person on the planet. It could be a relative, it could be a friend, it could be it could be a family member, a colleague, it could be someone, it could even be somebody famous that you've never met. So, and Loretta says, I pray for a miracle. But it could be somebody that you, yeah, awesome. Okay, so Linda's already ahead of us on this one. So she's going to skip ahead to the homework, okay? But I want you to think of your favorite person on this planet and just kind of get them, get them in your mind. And I want you to think about this favorite person. So, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, a child, an adult. It really doesn't matter who it is, but I want you to kind of get that person in your mind. And then I want you to take 60 seconds. And I know I did not tell you to bring any paper for this, but surely to goodness, all of y'all have something within writing, within reach that you could get to write something down. If you don't, just kind of mentally take a note of this, but I want you to take 60 seconds and I want you to quickly write down 3 reasons why this person is your favorite. And while you do that, I'm going to sing is it the Jeopardy song? Do, 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 do. I could be the next host on Jeopardy. They haven't called me yet, but I could totally do it. So take 60 seconds, figure out who your favorite person is, and then write down the 3 reasons that they're your favorite. Or I could do, what is it, the lady from Ipanema? Do, 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 do. Okay, you got a few more seconds left. You got like 30 seconds left. I actually wasn't timing you. I'm going to say you got 20 seconds left. So does everybody have somebody? Raise your hand if you're done. So raise your hand if you've got your favorite person and if you've thought of the 3 reasons, just this 3 reasons. You might have 100 reasons why they're your favorite. But raise your hand when you're done. You got about 10 seconds. Okay, so Vicky says her mama, because she taught her that beauty comes from within, to always have a kind heart, and to be thankful each day. That is awesome. Okay, Elaine's got her hand raised. Marianne's got her hand raised. So what kinds of things did you list? Probably things like, they're so smart. Oh my gosh, they're the smartest person that I know. They are super funny. They are the funniest person that I've ever met. They're always ready to help someone. They rushed into a burning building to save kittens and puppies. Stuff like that. Yeah, so, things like that. Like right now, Alyssa is my favorite person on the planet. Sorry, Casey. Alyssa has moved into your spot. She is my favorite person on the planet, because every single day, no matter what, she says, I love you, Nona, every single day. And it's just the sweetest little thing. She is hilarious. She is quite possibly the funniest kid that I have ever met in my life. And she is so stinking smart. And she loves everybody. I know that was four things. But anyway, so most everybody is going to put things. I mean, you're going to have, some people that you think, oh, I'd love to be like them because they're, they're fit, they take care of themselves, they're healthy. But for the most part, I don't think any of you, and I'm not a mentalist, so, I'm not gonna say that I put this in a box and I'm gonna guess what you said, but I'm guessing that nobody said things like, she has such tight buns and thighs. Nobody said that, right? Nobody's favorite person is your favorite because they have such tight buns and thighs, correct? Oh, and Liz says her grandmother, she was tiny, she dipped snuff, and she didn't mince words. That is awesome. Yep, and Carol Lou said, I just described her peanut too. That is so funny. Yeah, so none of you all said because they had super tight buns and thighs. I doubt any of you said his biceps are huge. He's my favorite because his biceps are huge. Yeah, probably not. And you probably didn't say, oh, she's my favorite because she has no wrinkles and no saggy skin. Okay, probably not. That's probably not why they're your favorite. Okay, so why do we think that that's what people who think we're their favorite, why do we think that those people are saying that about us? They're not. They're not saying, oh, well, I would love Nona if she didn't have wrinkles and saggy skin. No, Alyssa doesn't think that at all. She also isn't saying, well, I would like Nona a whole lot better, if she would get tighter buns and thighs. Not at all. As a matter of fact, we need to pick some body parts that serve us well and that do things, even if they're body parts that we pick on, but we need to pick some body parts that serve us well and that do things, that let us do things that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise if we didn't have them. So we need to figure out some body parts. So let's start with one body part. So everybody get in mind one body part that when you look in the mirror, you think, wow, I really wish I could change. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to all be about weight loss. It could be anything. It could be, I don't like my hair's too curly. My hair's too straight. I have too many wrinkles. I've got a saggy bottom. I've got, flabby arms, but something when you look in the mirror that you think, gosh, I really wish I would be happy and I would be somebody's favorite if this was gone. So get that in mind. So what you're going to do is pick a body part. So choose that one body part. Yep, and Linda's already on this. She says, my food baby belly serves me well. That's exactly right. So you pick a part and you're going to choose a body part that you tend to focus on when you're looking in the mirror. Then you're going to stop and think, what does that body part do? Like, what purpose does it serve? It serves some purpose, does it help you lift grandchildren? Does it pucker up and whistle a happy tune? Does it help you walk to and from wherever you want to go to and from? So think about that. What does it do? And then celebrate. I want you to create a mantra to help you remember why that body part is special and what it means to you. Okay, so Loretta says her thighs. So Loretta, do your thighs help you to squat and pick things up? Do your thighs walk you around when you need to go get something? Do your thighs propel the rest of your body? They do. And Kelly, your butt. So Kelly says other Kelly says her butt. But her butt helps protect her when she's sitting down. Her butt also helps her to do, your butt has muscles in it too. So her butt, is helping her too to squat down and pick things up. So maybe there's a small child or a grandchild or a favorite puppy or something like that it's helping her do. So what I chose when we did this Tuesday night with Gwen, I said, well, there you go. Carol Lou says her back fat and her back boobs. And she says, I can carry responsibility on my back. That's exactly right. So my areas of biggest complaint is this. But this made, so this fatty belly down here, that was a house for Casey. So that was a home for Casey for 8 months and a week. Almost said in a year. 8 months and a week. That was her house. That grew her. These flabby arms, Alyssa loves these. She loves to sit and pet my arms, you know, and pat them actually, but it's a great source of comfort for her. But what I picked Tuesday night when we were with Gwen is the wrinkles right here. So I have quite a few wrinkles right here around my mouth, you know, and I'm getting to that age where it's starting to bother me. But I thought, why do I have all these wrinkles around my mouth? Because I don't smoke. I didn't think I was doing anything that would create, you know, these wrinkles right here. And then I was walking by a mirror, and I noticed that I was, you know, whistling and I whistle all day long. So whatever happy tune I have on my mind that I wake up with, whatever, I'm whistling it, you know. So I'm going to start celebrating the wrinkles that are around my mouth, because those wrinkles remind me, when I see them, it reminds me that every single day I have a happy tune to sing, okay? There's a happy tune to whistle. So that's what those wrinkles mean to me. So for your homework this week is #body confidence. So body confidence doesn't mean, oh, I have a 20, you know, I don't even know what a good waist size would be anymore. I have a 24-inch waist, or I'm, you know, 36, 22, 36. That's not what body confidence means. Body confidence means that you have chosen a part of your body that you sometimes would otherwise pick on and realize, hey, that's an important part of my body. These arms pick Alyssa up. Yeah, they're flabby, but they pick Alyssa up. They're strong. You know, they drive to her school and pick her up on Monday afternoons. These wrinkles keep me, you know, they mean that I'm whistling. My flabby tummy reminds me that I, you know, grew a baby in there. So pick your body part. Yeah, see, Vicky says, I have laugh lines, but I love to laugh. Vicky, would you stop laughing to get rid of them? Of course not. Of course you would not. And laughing, and the fact that you love to laugh, is probably going to be in somebody else's top 3 things that make you their favorite. So your homework this week is #body confidence. I want you to pick that part. So I want you to do just like Vicky just did. Pick that body part, and I want you to say what's special about it. You know, what is special about that body part, instead of beating it up all the time, okay? So I'm going to quit worrying about my wrinkles around my lips, because I know that those are happy whistle wrinkles. And then you're just going to tag me in it. So it's @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If you were on, thank you, Lynn, for sharing the hashtag, for sharing the homework. So you're going to tag me if you're on Instagram. It's @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If it is here, you were just going to do if you have an egg. If you're on the Facebook page, if you're in our private or closed Facebook group, you're going to tag @Kelly Green Milligan, and on Connect it is @IfYouHaveAnEgg. So if you want to go ahead and do your homework, some of you all are doing it today, and that is awesome. But let's do this body confidence, #body confidence, and that is your homework for the week. Phew! And that was a lot of talking, and a lot of talking really fast. A, because the microphone is working and I'm super happy, and B, we need to go grab something. Who is we? Dusty's not going to go grab this. So I need to go grab something out of the refrigerator for what we were going to make for the second half. And Sandra's exactly right. I need to drink some water. So girls and guys who have never been with us before, when we break from the first half to the second half, and thank you, Barbara, we go ahead and drink some water. So today I am actually drinking in my Hocus Pocus tumbler, which, remember, you can get at KCKitchenCenter.com and just search Hocus Pocus if you're interested. And some local girls make these. So people were interested in it, so I'm just promoting them. Anyway, they are here at KC Kitchen Center. If you're here in Knoxville, you can come to 5902 Kingston Pike and pick one up. If you are driving past Knoxville on your way to Gatlinburg, anybody, you can grab one. But anyway, tonight I am drinking Hint again, because I loved it a couple of weeks ago, and this one is the cherry flavor, and I'm so sad that my friend Karen does not like these. So she tried watermelon last week, or right after I tried one. She hated it. But anyway, so Hint, the cherry flavor, this is delicious. I have it in my Hocus Pocus tumbler, and everybody drink some water, and I'm going to go grab something out of the refrigerator. I'll be right back. Actually, I can keep talking to you because I have a microphone on. I just realized that I can keep talking to you while I'm walking around. Okay, let me put the apron on real quick. This is the second half of chat number, and I'm so excited about the food because it smells fantastic that I forgot the number. This is the second half of chat number 237, and it is titled Better Body Confidence. Let me get the microphone moved up here. And I'm so serious when I say, if you have not tried to wrestle a microphone through a sports bra, you need to try it sometime because it was interesting. Okay. So Donna, if you're on a computer on KCKitchenCenter.com, the search bar is at the very top. If you are on a mobile device, at least on my iPhone, it was at the bottom. There was like a magnifying glass, and I'm trying to think what else. So thank you all for being patient while I move the microphone. So this is the second half of chat number 237, and it was entitled Better Body Confidence. What better way to have better body confidence than to make some healthy and delicious foods to go in your body? And I'm just going to get my hair out of the way because we are definitely cooking tonight. Okay. So, wow. Good job, Kelly. Good job on the hair. Oh my gosh, hold on. I got a new banana clip, and apparently I don't know how to use it. Okay. So better body confidence is putting my hair up when we start the second half. Okay, whatever. The hair's out of my face, so let's go ahead and get started. So who already knows what That Man's Chicken is? So raise your hand if you've ever had That Man's Chicken. I know a lot of you all have, and it is a family favorite. So the original That Man's Chicken was made with boneless, skinless thighs, which obviously have points no matter which plan you're on. So Lynn's had it. Awesome. So That Man's Chicken, the thigh version, again, it has points no matter which plan you're on because it's thighs instead of breasts. So this recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. We also have the recipe for the breasts. That means turkey breast, chicken breast, lots of different breast options. But I'm going to show you some yummy sides to make with this so that we can have the thighs, because I'm really craving That Man's Chicken thighs. So while they're cooking, I'll tell the story of That Man's Chicken for everybody who doesn't know, but we're going to cook it. I use a Simple Living products, and this is so weird. So I've not been able to walk around since I had the microphone on. I started to yell because I was thinking, that I was projecting my voice back over here. This is so awesome to have a walk around microphone. So I have a Simple Living Products air fryer. It doesn't matter what brand you have. You are going to put your boneless, skinless chicken thighs in one layer in the bottom of your pan. So if you have an air fryer oven, if you've got one of the ones that's an oven, you're still just going to make one layer. The good news is the boneless, skinless chicken thighs already have some fat. That's why they're points. So you do not have to spray them. If you're doing the boneless, skinless chicken breasts or That Man's turkey tenderloin, you do have to spray it with some kind of nonstick spray or a little bit of oil because they don't have enough fat. So there is my chicken. So there is my That Man's Chicken thighs. Or there's the thighs anyway. Okay, we're going to get them started. All I'm going to put on top of them, so they are literally just in the bottom of my basket. You do not have to put any nonstick spray on them since they have enough fat, since they're thighs. We're going to use some nutritional yeast. I use Bragg nutritional yeast, and you're just going to sprinkle that on top. You can use Trader Joe's. You can use Bob's Red Mill. There's a bunch of different brands. So I'm going to use some of that. Just sprinkle it on there, and then I'm going to use, because I'm still trying to be low sodium, I'm going to use some Dax Original Red. The Dax Original Red still is my favorite on That Man's Chicken thighs. I love, all the different Dax flavors, but the Original Red is still my favorite on That Man's Chicken. Don't know why, and I can't describe the flavor. Have no idea. It kind of tastes like those Montreal chips. Okay, we're going to put this in the air fryer, and we're going to put it on 360 degrees for 18 minutes, and we're going to flip it about halfway through. So if you all notice that it's been 9 minutes and I don't seem to be paying attention, just holler at me. Okay, in the Simple Living Products air fryer, you scoop. I hope you all saw that. I scooped to put that in. I didn't shove it in there. You push this button, and we want it on. For the thighs, we want it to be on 360. So it automatically comes up to 360, and then we're going to push that little button to change it to 18, and then just push start. Okay,
So really quickly, let me explain that man's chicken. It's probably been, let's see, John and I had first gotten, we had just first gotten married. And we went to one of those in-home parties where I think it's called Towncraft Cookware. And I saw something similar to it at a home show this weekend. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's probably the Towncraft people. But anyway, it's a kind of cookware that has oil in between the layers. And so it's supposed to cook evenly and all this stuff. And we had just gotten married. We were fascinated. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. We had no idea. But we should have known. We weren't old enough to know, but we should have known that both couples, hello Deborah, both people from the couple, like both people, the husband and wife had to be there is what I'm trying to say. So just so you know, if you ever go to any kind of a home party, or if you have somebody come to your house for something like that, if the husband and wife both have to be there, that means they're selling you something tonight, okay? You're going home with something, just so you know. So the husband and wife both had to be there to be able to attend this party, because they're going to give you free food and they're going to do all this stuff. And we were like, oh wow, that's fantastic. They're going to give us free food. We were so excited. Well, the free food was to encourage both of you to come. So this has probably been, it's been at least 30 years ago, because we were just first married. We had just gotten married, and he took boneless. So this guy, the guy that was the demonstrator, he took boneless, skinless chicken. So somebody's talking about parchment paper with holes in it. If you will season your air fryer, you don't need that, okay? Unless you just don't like to clean at all. I do have parchment paper with holes in it. You can get it online because it goes in a rice cooker. Or if you go somewhere where they have rice cookers, you can get, it's just for a rice cooker. It's just round parchment paper and it has holes in it. But if you will season your air fryer, you won't have to do that. If you don't know how to season your air fryer, we have a chat for that. So just go back to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search for seasoning your air fryer, or go to YouTube, search the same thing under If You Have an Egg. Anyway. So back to this party, because sorry, that distracted me when I saw the parchment paper question. So back to this party. So this guy, he's making this chicken, and this thing gets so hot in the bottom that you spritz water on it, or like you flip some water on it, and it beads up because it's so hot. And we're all like fascinated, because we're all young, none of us had been married very long, so we're all like, oh my gosh, on his every word. And so he does this, puts the chicken thighs in there, but it's so hot, you don't put any oil in the pan, and the chicken thighs don't stick. So as soon as he flipped those chicken thighs over and they didn't stick to the bottom, we were all like, what? We want that. We want that. Well, you couldn't buy that. You couldn't buy that it was just a electric skillet basically, but you couldn't buy the electric skillet without buying a set of the Towncraft cookware. So what do you think we ordered? Yeah. So John and I ordered, I don't even remember how much it was. It was probably like $800 or $900, 30 something years ago. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But we had, we were young. We didn't know any better. Anyway, so after that, when we got home with our skillet, I would make that man's chicken. We would always say, oh my gosh, let's make some of that man's chicken. Well, we didn't know the guy's name. We were just fascinated with the chicken. So we started calling it that man's chicken. And to this day, 30 something years later, when we make that kind of chicken, we call it that man's chicken. So now I make it in the air fryer though. I think that Towncraft pan that's been long gone. So I'm sure we got our money's worth out of it, but it is long gone. And making it in the air fryer, you can do thighs, you can do chicken breast, you can do turkey breast tenderloin, you can do pork chops, you can do so many things. Carol Lou does green beans this way, but we just call it that man's. And so this is that man's chicken, is the original, is the chicken thighs. So the reason that I'm going to show you everything else that I made is I really, really wanted thighs. So I'm doing purple right now. So I need everything to be really low points, because purple has the lowest number of daily points. In case you don't know how blue, green, and purple work, we also have a chat for that. So you can go back to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or to YouTube, and you can see it there. You can find out there how the plan works. But purple has the lowest number of points. It is working fantastically for me. In 4 weeks, I'm just under 10 pounds lost since returning to WW in person. Yeah, so I'm going to be sticking with purple, for a while. You can eat meat. So a lot of people think, oh, purple is vegetarian or vegan. It's absolutely not. Purple is just the lowest number of points. So normally I would eat chicken breast or turkey breast or something, some kind of really lean meat, but I really, really, really wanted some thighs. So in order to counterbalance those points, we're going to stick in some substitutes. So I went ahead and pre-made these today just because it would have taken us all day if we were going to make all of this. But I'm going to talk through them slowly so that y'all can, you know, hear how they're made. And then, yes, these will be posted as recipes. There will be 3 extra recipes this week, you know, for the 3 things that I made today. I made all of them in the air fryer. So everything today and tonight was made in the air fryer. And I have 2 air fryers. You don't have to get 2 air fryers, but I have 2 air fryers because I am at work right now. This is KC Kitchen Center where I work. So I have 2 air fryers here. We have an air fryer at home and we have an air fryer over at Casey's house because we use them so much. So and thank you all for the compliments on the weight loss. But we use them a lot. We use them almost every day. I showed one of the girls here at KC Kitchen Center, one of the newer ones who hasn't been through my All Things Can Be Made in the Air Fryer seminar. Just kidding, it's not a real seminar, training course. She hadn't been through it yet, and they had a pizza that they had purchased at just a grocery store pizza where it's made, but you got to cook it. And so she cut it into 4ths, and she was going to try it. I don't know how she was going to try and cook it. And I was like, no, air fryer, you have to put it in the air fryer. So I showed her how to do that. And it turned out so great that she made a 4th of a pizza for 2 other people who work here because they were so fascinated with the air fryer. I'm just telling you, it's stinking easy. It's easy to clean up if you'll season it before. And again, there is a chat for that. You can go back and find it. It's so easy to clean if you will go ahead and season it. So easy to use. And it is not 150 degrees in here. So I have made each of these things took at least 20 to 25 minutes to cook. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60, 80 minutes, at least 80 minutes of cooking. If I had turned the oven on, if I had turned that on, first of all, it doesn't work right. I hate it. I hate that oven. And second of all, I couldn't have made all of this in just a couple of hours. So I mixed it, made it, put it in there, hit it, set it and forget it. It's like that old Ronco commercial, set it and forget it. Walked away, came back at the halfway point, either shook it, flipped it, whatever. Okay, so let's see. Has it been 9 minutes yet? It has not. We still have 11 minutes. So here in 2 minutes. So Lynn is watching the clock. So Lynn, in 2 minutes, you're going to holler at me. Okay, so before I get carried away and not tell you about the rest of the things that I made today, the first one of the girls at our physical WW meeting 2 Tuesdays ago, I guess, we were talking about, confidence in the kitchen, and they were talking about air fryers. So we were talking about grills, air fryers, things like that. This girl's name is Angie. I don't think Angie will be here, but Angie in my Tuesday night meeting, she was talking about a carrot recipe that she had found, and I was like, I want to try that. I want to try that because I do happen to like cooked carrots. These are like cooked carrots on steroids. So this recipe, I don't remember where she found it, but I changed it just a teeny tiny bit. So these are just regular baby carrots. So I literally went across the street to Food City today, bought just a regular bag of baby carrots and dumped them in the air fryer. Then I spritzed them with some olive oil. Then I sprinkled Bragg nutritional yeast on it. And then this was the piece de resistance, is ranch. So she had used powdered ranch dressing. I don't use that anymore. So I used the ranch, the Dax, nothing but ranch seasoning, and sprinkled it on there. So I did not add any salt, any sodium to this. And then you put them in the air fryer on 400 for 10 to 12 minutes and shake them at the halfway point. And it's probably been 9 minutes. Let me look real quick. Nope, we got 1 minute until it's been 9 minutes. But do you hear how quiet that is? Or do you not hear how quiet that is? Or you do hear how quiet that is? Whatever. Like, it's so quiet that one of these things, when I was cooking it earlier, I took Dusty out to go potty. And when I came back in, I thought, oh no, it's already gone off. And I came around the corner. I still had half the time left. Yeah, they're so quiet. These are Simple Living products. So those are Simple Living Products air fryers. And if you go to Simple Living Products website, you can get 10% off. I think it's just, I never remember what my coupon codes are. Kelly 10, Egg Lady 10, Egg Lady 10. Pretty sure it's Egg Lady 10. But anyway, so these are the carrots. 400 for 10 to 12 minutes. They're fantastic. So I'm going to put some of these. Lynn says it's time. Hold on. Thank you, Lynn. Excuse me so much. So one of the not good things about having the microphone right up in front of me is when I sneeze, y'all get to hear it. Okay, so the thighs, you're literally just going to pick them up and flip them over at the halfway point. And I hope you all can hear how juicy this is. I'm going to show you. I'm going to lift it up and show you again and try not to dump them out everywhere. So this is another bonus of doing this with the air fryer. The air fryer, it crisps them up on the outside, and especially the nutritional yeast, it crisps them up on the outside, but it keeps it so juicy, and it keeps chicken breast this juicy too. So look how good those look. Okay, and with the Simple Living Products air fryer, you just stick it back in again. So I just scooped back in again, and it's going to start on its own. So I did not have to restart it. It knows where it left off, and it's going to start again on its own. So I am doing this to prep meals for the rest of the week. So I'm going to use my handy dandy Meal Haven meal prep kit, and I'm going to put some of the carrots in there. So I'm actually going to make this into, these will freeze. So if you've never seen Meal Haven meal prep kits, you can microwave in these, you can freeze in them, you can put them in the refrigerator, obviously, and you can also, did I already say microwave? Dishwasher. You can put them in the dishwasher on the top rack. So I'm going to put some of the carrots, and we did not add any points to the carrots. It's so little olive oil spray, or if you spritz it with like an Evo sprayer, which is right, let me see if I can find it. It's right there. So you can spritz them with an Evo sprayer. So I'm going to put some carrots in there. So now I've got some carrots prepped for this week. So this is going to be an emergency meal. I'm using this to make an emergency meal for, I'm going to put it in the freezer so that if I have one night where I'm like, oh no, I don't have anything to eat, then I can just grab it and it'll be like a microwave dinner. So the carrots were one of those. And Angie told me how to make those. Angie from our Tuesday night meeting. Then I did some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. And the Brussels sprouts, these are just regular Brussels sprouts. If they're big, cut them in half, because you want them to be either small Brussels sprouts, or you want them to be, or cut them in half, because you want about an inch to be the biggest one. So after you wash them and cut them, then the Brussels sprouts, again, you're going to spritz, either do some nonstick spray, and we will post all of these as recipes as the week goes on. So you don't have to be sitting at home going, oh my gosh, what is she saying? But you can always go back and watch the video later. So the Brussels sprouts, you're going to spritz them with some nonstick spray, or you're going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil, something like that. And you're going to drizzle just a little bit of Bragg liquid aminos if you have it. If you don't, you can use soy sauce, and Bragg liquid aminos has just as much salt, so that's where I'm going to get all my salt from this week. But after they cook, so you're going to do the Brussels sprouts. Oh, okay, yeah, Vicki, hold on. So the Brussels sprouts you do for 400 in the air fryer, 400 for about 10 to 15 minutes. You kind of got to watch them, because if you have some really big pieces and then some really little pieces, then the really little pieces don't want to go to 15 minutes. So shake them and kind of look at 10 to 15 minutes. When you're done, I took some balsamic vinegar and poured it on there and just shook them. I just shook them in the balsamic vinegar. So I'm going to put some of these in my little emergency kit. So I'm basically making a TV dinner. So instead of buying a TV dinner at the store, I'm making one. And I'm going to put a few over here. And John loves them. John loves Brussels sprouts, so I bought extra Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to be making them again later this week. Okay, so that's the Brussels sprouts. And then the last thing is, because I'm on purple, then I can have potatoes. And you can have potatoes on blue or green. You just have to count the points. So I didn't just want potatoes. I mean, I love potatoes, but I knew if I just made a potato that I would sit and eat it all. I have to be super careful with potatoes, popcorn, things like that are lower, less, or no points on purple, because I will literally just sit and eat them. So instead, I made it special. I air fried some little fingerling potatoes. So I took really a colorful mix of fingerling potatoes. Again, washed them, and then I cut them. They're not super thin. They're not like, what is that called when you do them super, super, super thin? They're not like that. They're not like ratatouille thin, but they are Oh, and Myrna wants to know what the brand name of the bento boxes are. It's right here, Meal Prep Haven, and we do have those at KC Kitchen Center, or you can order them online, or you can get, any kind of bento boxes online. So, so those are just sliced potatoes, but I put some shiitake mushrooms in there with them. So the mushrooms have bulked it up just a little bit. They've bulked it up just a little bit, and made it so that I've got, quite a bit of mushrooms in here too. So I'm not just going to be eating potatoes. Okay, and we still got 5 minutes on that. So the potatoes, once you slice them up thin, then you're going to, again, spritz them with a little bit of olive oil. Nonstick spray is fine, or you can use an Evo sprayer. And this is an Evo sprayer. This is what I'm talking about. If you don't know where to get these, if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, if you go to the shopping section, you will not be buying this from me, but we have a lot of Amazon recommendations on there, and you should be able to go. You should be able to go straight there. And Vicky, I know. Okay, so Vicky just said we can roast radishes and they taste like potatoes. So Vicky, I'm literally like days away from pulling, harvesting, whatever you call it, the rest of the radishes out of mine and Alyssa's garden. We only had like 3 things that did anything. So our sunflowers were fantastic. They were fantastic. The carrots did okay. The radishes and the beets are killing them. The beets were okay. The radishes are like, I don't know. They're like kicking it. The radishes are kicking it. So I'm like days away from picking the rest of the radishes. And yes, I will be doing that too. But anyway, this is an Evo sprayer, and so it just spritz a little bit of whatever kind of oil that you put in it. So that's what I keep saying. When I keep saying Evo sprayer, that's what I'm talking about. And then slice that, put the shiitake mushrooms in there with it, spritz it a little bit. For that one, I used the steakhouse seasoning, because the Dax steakhouse seasoning, which you can get on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or on KCKitchenCenter.com, or here at KC Kitchen Center if you happen to be in Knoxville. But I used the steakhouse because the steakhouse, for me, makes potatoes taste like they have salt on them, even when they don't have salt on them. And Dusty must be able to smell the chicken because he suddenly is awake. Anyway, so I put that on there. So we're going to put a little bit of the potatoes and mushrooms into this bowl, and then I'm going to put a little bit of them into my emergency dish. But this way too, I'm not going to go crazy, so I will not be going crazy eating, just potatoes. Okay, let's see how much time we have left. I know he is hungry, and trust me, Lynn, he has eaten. He is fine. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all have to hang out for 2 minutes. It smells so good. So good. So again, this is all on, either already on or will be on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com by the end of the week. And you can always go back and watch this later on YouTube. And speaking of that, because we're going to be running right up until the end, up until the last minute. If you're watching this on YouTube, pretty please go ahead and let that next video roll over, and pretty please subscribe down here, okay? Pretty please. Oh, has he? Lynn says that Dusty's been sneaking peeks. I hadn't even noticed him. So yeah, so he's photo bombing us. And yes, so Carol Lou's asking if these come with lids. Yes, they do. So the lid goes on there pretty tight. So it's pretty tight. I'm not going to show you tonight, but it goes on there pretty tight. And I have put liquid in these before and then turned it upside down. I mean, like, I wouldn't suggest carrying water around in it or milk or anything like that, but I have put something that was fairly liquidy in it and then turn them upside down. But with the lid on here, then you can freeze them, and they just stack up on top of each other, so you can freeze them. You can put them back in the microwave. I usually take the lid off, or I at least pop it like I just did, and then just barely set it on top before I put it in the microwave. And they are dishwasher safe on the top rack. And surely to goodness, it's been 2 minutes. Let me see. We have 1 minute. We have 1 minute. So IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, this is That Man's Chicken. What we're making tonight is That Man's Chicken. You can also look up That Man's Pork Chops, That Man's Chicken Breast, That Man's Turkey Tenderloin. Like I said, Carol Lou makes That Man's Green Beans. I mean, you can do any of this stuff in your air fryer. And it's getting ready to go off. So here's the other good thing about using an air fryer. If we had wandered off, so let's say that you and I, we're just having a discussion, we're talking, whatever, and if I forget, That's the best sound ever. Well, that and when you put your magic band up to the door. Anyway, so let's just watch it for a second. So if I had wandered off, so let's just say if I had wandered off, and Kelly, I'm sorry, it's called Meal Prep Haven. And we do have those at Casey Kitchen Center, or you can just, get some kind of bento boxes online. But so if you and I were just talking, and if I had completely forgotten that we had chicken going in the air fryer, did you hear that? After it beeped, it cooled down, and now it's off. So you and I have not just wandered outside and left our chicken in to burn. So, and it's even cooled down. Okay, let's get it out and see how it looks. Fantastic. It's always fantastic. It always turns out so good. So let me get my original bowl. And I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but I put a paper plate in the original bowl so that no one would fuss at me about putting cooked chicken where raw chicken had been. So yeah, so thank you all for not fussing at me. So this is, and too bad I got some on my thumb, so I'm gonna have to lick that off here in just a second. Can y'all see how juicy this is? Like, can you see that it's dripping? It's so juicy. So juicy. So you definitely do not need any oil. You do not have to fry these. Oh my gosh. So you see that dripping, right? You see how juicy this is. Okay, so there is that man's chicken. That man's chicken, the thighs do have points. It doesn't matter if you were on blue, green, or purple. And y'all remind me to take that out and clean it before I leave. But it doesn't matter if you're on blue, green, or purple. Thighs have points. But everything else that we made on purple is 0 points. You're going to have to figure the points accordingly if you are on another plan. But I'm going to put a couple of thighs in the cute little bowl that I was doing over here. So these bowls are also on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Oh, and look, I have to lick that off my thumb. Such a sad day for me. But these little half bowls, these are also on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You'll be ordering those off of Amazon as well. But I've got my That Man's chicken, I've got my potatoes and shiitake mushrooms, my ranch carrots, and some balsamic glaze Brussels sprouts. And I'll put a decent sized one over here. I'll put 2 little ones over here in my emergency kit. So now I'm making myself a little emergency backup meal, in case there's one night when I think, yes, Deborah, thighs have points because thighs have fat. They have too much fat in them. But here's my little emergency kit. So I'm going to put this in the freezer and I'll save it for later so that if there is a night when I think, oh no, I've got to have something to eat, I'll already have a little to-go meal. So I can just heat that up in the microwave. Okay, that is it. And I think we are right on time. Y'all have time for like 2 questions. 2 questions. So Donna says that's a lot of food for very little points, you mean? That is a lot of food for very little points. So these 2 thighs are, let's see, because I'm not going to weigh them. That's probably about 4 to 5 points worth of thighs. That's a lot of food. Yeah. So this bowl, look how big that is. That is big. And I promise you, John is probably sitting at home right now going, bring the thighs home, bring that minced chicken home, because he loves it. And he loves Brussels sprouts too. So that minced chicken thighs is the only thing that has any points if you're on purple. Oh, and the Teresa, the bowl it's a half bowl. And if you look on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, it's one of our recommended items. And I think the brand is Saucy, SAUCI maybe, but if you look on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com in the shopping section, it'll take you over to where you can order them on Amazon. But it's a half bowl. It's just an adorable half bowl, and I use these for salads and for a lot of my meals because everything's contained in the bowl. Okay, I hope everybody had an excellent evening. The points for all of these will be posted as we post the recipes. Remember That Man's chicken, the original thighs. So the original That Man's chicken thighs, this is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you want to make the chicken breast or the turkey breast version, already on there. It's already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Okay, y'all have a great evening. I'm going to try my best to wrestle this away from Dusty. And in case you forget, the Hocus Pocus tumblers, somebody else makes these, we don't, but the Hocus Pocus tumblers, Jessica did go ahead and put them on our website because so many people asked, so they are on KCKitchenCenter.com. Just search Hocus Pocus and you will find them. But y'all have an amazing evening. I will see you next week. yeah, if I make it home with all of this food. So I'm hungry again. But anyway, y'all have an amazing week. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, please just go ahead and let that next video roll over, or click the button. Everybody needs to click that button and go ahead and click the bell so you'll see the next video when it comes over. Oh, great. And Donna ordered some tumblers too. Yay. The girls will be so happy when I let them know. Thank you all very much. But y'all have a great evening. It has been fun again. And this time it's going to be fun and yummy. So I will see you all next time. Good night.